we're going to try a new style behind the scenes today. I'm going to show you the process of the actual stop motion animating. So I just sat down, here's my scene. I'm going to set up my camera, set up my scene, take some pictures, it'll be a time lapse, and then I'll stop here and there, tell you guys what I'm doing, and share some tips along the way. So first of all, let's start with the equipment I use. You can see here I've got 3 desk lamps. Actually, one is behind the camera. The camera that I use is a Canon T6. It's a cheap camera, but it takes great pictures. It's not great at video, but for stop motion, it's a pretty good camera. I like to have 2 camera batteries ready because if I'm in the middle of a scene and my camera battery starts to die and I don't really want to stop animating, then I'll switch them out once I'm ready for a new shot. And I have coffee. Coffee goes great with animating. So the general setup of my workspace here, I like to have the necessary essentials for animating. A brick separator, you gotta have those. Some clear bricks for masking. And I've also got some arms back here that I like to use for masking. And then I've got some basic green parts set aside over here to add, and then all of my extra spare parts are just below the desk here in drawers. As you can see, I have some extra minifigure heads ready to go. I have the minifigures I'm going to use. I have the clear bricks. I have all the spare parts down here. I've also got some construction paper that I'll use occasionally. Now I'm not going to be able to find the same camera angle I had before. Now I guess I'm ready to start setting up the scene. I'll set up my camera here. Of course, I've got a tripod here to set my camera up. I've got a remote to take the pictures so that I'm not bumping the camera every time I want to take a picture. And then now I'm ready to set up the scene. I think what I'm going to do here, I like to remove any extra accessories on the scene that I'm not going to have in the shot. So I want to have this basketball goal. I'm going to have one of these minifigures shooting a basket from really far away or something. The video that I'm working on here is going to be Lego minifigures doing trick shots. So I have this basketball goal set up here. All right, now I'm going to turn on my camera. Going to set up the shot that I want. So basically what I'm doing here is setting up the shot so that the picture looks okay. The background was giving me a little bit of trouble, so I was rearranging the lights and the pieces of paper in the background to get that to work. What I'm doing here with the white piece of paper is making sure that the right side of the background is well lit and matches the left side, because as you can see, the light is closer to the left side, so the left side is going to be brighter, and I want the sky to look consistent, so I'll use a brighter piece of paper on the side that's getting less light. A lot of times when you have a minifigure that's wearing a hat, it's hard to get light on their face because of the shadow from the hat. So if you put a light piece of paper or a light colored brick below the minifigure, it will help reflect light back at their face. So that's what I'm doing here. And now finally I can start taking the pictures. First, I do a little bit of an introduction for the minifigure looking at the camera and saying a line, and then he's gonna throw the basketball here, and this is where I use the arm for masking. I didn't include masking with an arm in the masking tutorial that I did. I just recently started using an arm because the editing app that I use, it's a lot easier to mask with when I'm using an arm instead of clear bricks to hold up the object. I do my masking in Premiere Pro now, but you can do the exact same thing in Stop Motion Studio. I just find that it's easier for me in Premiere. Also, one thing I want to note, I made sure to change the focus of the camera from the minifigure to the basketball goal before he threw the basketball, because if I did it in the process of throwing the basketball, then I would have to take lots of masking pictures and it'd get very messy. And that's all for this video, but let me know in the comments if you want to see more like this one. Thanks for watching.